On that note, our next guest is here. Hello.
Hello.
Can you please introduce yourself for us?
Sure. My name is Marc Zirka. I am the Chief Strategy Officer of Strategy Up, which is a consulting firm, and we support startups. And here I am with my second hat to talk about our the dating mobile app, which is our new startup.
Okay, so let's
So you
talk
help
about
startups and you are a startup.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
Okay.
that's awesome.
that's Microsoft calls that eating your own dog food.
Exactly. It's how we prove that we can do it and we know how to do it.
True. Yeah. All right. So
So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So basically, our dating mobile app is called FROGO. And why it's called FROGO? Because we call it Friends on the Go. So this is a short of Friends on the Go. And why also it's a frog? Because hopefully at some point the prince is going to kiss the frog to become a prince. So the whole thing and the whole theme work together. And
Okay.
this is how we got the theme about our dating mobile app.
Okay, there's obviously we know there's a lot of dating apps. How does this one differentiate itself?
Yes, of course. This is a tricky question, and I think it's a tricky answer as well because, yeah, to differentiate ourselves, it's really a tough market. But what we did the gamified mobile app actually because we believe that the traditional way of dating became a little bit boring. So we decided to say to allow users to answer different kind of questions, and the algorithm behind the dating app is going to match them with users, so you cannot search at all for your preferences, but it's based on how you answer and how others are answering. We are going to propose to you the matches.
Okay, so it's doing a like you take a not exactly probably but a personality quiz
Yeah,
that gets an idea of who you are and then is able to use that information to match. But I imagine it's not like a Myers-Briggs type
no,
test.
no, it's much more fun, right? So
Thank goodness, because that's not.
yeah, it's much more fun. Like a type of questions could be like, if you want to understand, if you don't care much about the hairstyle of a person, for example, we might ask you a question like, would you date someone who has a hairstyle like Einstein, for example? So this kind of questions, right?
See, that's
So,
a fun
yeah,
question.
and-
Myers-Briggs never going to ask you that.
Exactly. And also, for example, what you have differently from the other dating apps or online dating is that if, for example, you answer yes, I like to travel, and I answer I like to travel, usually others are going to match you. But for us, it's a little bit one. We need to dig a little bit deeper because if you like to travel to cold countries and I like to travel to hot countries, it doesn't mean that it's a match.
Yeah.
So this is why we all the time dig to a couple of 2 or 3 different levels down into a question
Okay.
or into a theme before we identify and establish the matching algorithm. It's our own algorithm actually, which we developed in house as well.
How many questions does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? No. How, how many questions do we go through before it starts putting a match together?
Okay, so in our database, we have hundreds of questions, and of course, we are adding almost every week. We add different types of questions. However, to establish a match, probably if you answer around 20-25 questions, that's it, you are already there. But of course, the idea is that the more you answer,
the better.
the better or not, because if you start answering not in the same way as others, then your matching level might go down, and hence the gamification. So we allow you to purchase or to get different categories of questions so that you push the questions to other persons whom you think you like, and then you start playing the game and see if your rating is going to go up or down.
That's unique.
Huh.
Yeah, this is our catch.
Unique,
This is very different.
That's a way better monetization plan than you can't send messages until you pay us.
Yeah. That's true, and for us it's good that you tackled this because we believe a lot into personal privacy, and we are trying to get away from what I call the e-stalking, and what we do is that in order first of all to be able to start liking someone, you need to match at least 30%. So I cannot go and like everybody, just as a spam. Then once you like and you are liked back, this is when we open the chat possibility. Also, we don't want anyone to start saying hi to the all 250 people whom they were matching with. So we have several ways to control this. And if you unlike me, then you cannot chat with me anymore. This is another control where you can stop anyone who is maybe doing cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and this kind of stuff. So because we believe a lot in the individual.
Okay. So there's no swipe right for everybody.
No,
there's none of that.
No.
Playing against the computer.
No.
Where all of a sudden you're talking to everybody and just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we avoided copying most of the famous apps without giving the names. And we tried to make something that is really unique or at least what we believe to be unique. And we have also an additional catch for monetization. At a later stage, we're going to launch a monthly subscription. But this monthly subscription is what I call the 18 plus. And we go a little bit into the fantasy world and erotic. We don't go at all into pornography. So anyway, we don't allow at all anyone to share pictures. There is no live video streaming. There is no even sharing of pictures. You can only upload your image as a profile picture. And also we have very strict rules. Like we don't allow partial nudity, full nudity, and all this kind of stuff. Otherwise, you are banned from the app. Okay. So, and this is how we hope to engage the customers in different ways. And the ones who still want to work on or to use what I call the freemium, don't have to subscribe to the monthly payment, and they will not get at all into the section of the 18 plus.
Okay. All right. So, if there are strict rules on the profile photos, are they all approved on upload, or is it a report it on violation kind of a situation?
Well, we are still like a startup mode. We don't have yet the capability of doing an automatic approval, like an image scanning and then banning.
Sure.
So for now, it's a little bit manual work. Okay. Where we do a patch review of different new profiles, but hopefully later, because this is why actually we are looking for investors. We are looking for investors because we have so many new ideas, but we need now more money to push it more forward. And once we get the right investment level, we start implementing more, I would say, efficient tools for all this operational efficiency into the application.
Okay. So, but they are all approved. It's manual, but they are all approved.
Yes, yeah. So you can upload, and then we need to see it to delete it. So you don't have to wait for a while until you get the image. The image is up there. Okay. But the minute we detect it, we're going first of all to delete the image and give you a warning. Okay. And if you do it again, we ban you completely from the app. There is no third chance. We give only 2 chances. Okay.
So it's an exception-based system. It's not everything gets approved before it's public. It's exception-based. Yeah. Okay, cool. I would imagine that's quite an undertaking right now. Yeah. To do it manually.
It is, but we believe in security. We believe in keeping to keep ourselves honest and to keep the people honest. So we're going to do it as much as it takes. We don't have a problem.
Makes sense. Yeah. And so, how available is this? Because you're an alpha, so you're early stage. Yes. So, how available is this?
So it is now on 2 stores. It is already on iOS and on Android. Okay. So it's free to download, free to use. We are really encouraging everybody to go to the app stores and download the app. It's FROGO Dating, and you can send feedback. For now, we have very positive feedback, and also we have 1 stars. Actually, we welcome the 1 stars so that we improve. We have nothing against anyone giving us a negative feedback. We try to explain why. Sometimes we have negative feedback because probably the users didn't really understand how to use the app. Sure. So we try to explain, and then we understand that maybe we need to communicate better in the future. So we're doing our homework as well.
It's a learning experience.
Exactly.
Are there any geographical restrictions? Like, is it only in Canada or is it available in US?
Yeah, no, actually we're allowing anyone to download for now, but our marketing strategy will start definitely from Canada and some cities in the United States. So this is how we start growing communities by community. So for example, if someone outside of Canada or United States is going to download the app, they can, but maybe they will not find enough matches.
Right.
And this is how we get a negative feedback, because you know what, I couldn't find anyone. But I think with time, people will start getting to know and getting to download in different cities, and we're going to do the marketing city by city or region by region, and this is how people would know about our app.
Makes sense to me.
Awesome.
Seems logical for a location-based product to work location by location.
Exactly, yes, 100%.
So if our viewers want to get more information about your platform, how can they do that?
So they can go to our website, which is www.frogo.com, which is FROGO.com, and they have all the information over there. And they can go also to the stores, which is the Android Play Store and the iOS App Store, and they can search for Frogo Dating, and they can download the app from there.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me. Thanks
Absolutely.
a lot. Have a good day.
Have a good collision.
Thank you.
You know, there's something about collision that drives fascinating dating apps. Because
that's true.
Because last year we had the DNA-based one. Mm-hmm. The year before we had the one where you and Danielle would have to approve a match before I'd even know about it.
Right.
And now we've got this one, which is like personality survey based.
Yeah.
That's really clever. I have to pick something up before we do anything else. Okay. But yeah, Collision has definitely driven some fascinating dating app concepts our way over the last couple of years. We didn't have anything in 15, but 17, 18, and 19, we've had some really unique ideas.